Hello, it's Tiana. Welcome back to my channel. And today's topic I want to talk about how far can you go with your evolution? I mean, the thing is, guys, that you can go as far as you want with your evolution. It's just up to you. Like, it's really your choice. We can evolve as much as we want to evolve, but it just takes a lot of work. So here's some of the things that I found that help to evolve us really, really quickly, that can help shed layers. And I don't know, I kind of see evolution as like, okay, so we're here and we have all these blockages around us. Like our consciousness is kind of in one perspective. You know, we see the world in a certain way in our closed box of how we were raised, how we were conditioned, our traditions, our beliefs, our culture, whatever. And that's our consciousness. Everything that we were taught throughout our life, or that we experienced, or that we went through, all goes into our pool of consciousness. And what I mean by evolution is opening your consciousness. So how do you open your consciousness? You go out there and you have as many experiences as you can. They're going to let new things, new beliefs, new ideas come into that subconscious so that that can come out in your consciousness. And that's how we create these amazing lives and live our dreams and make massive change and massive healing, is by expanding our consciousness. And how do we expand our consciousness? Is by expanding our evolution. So I love to evolve. I'm obsessed with evolving. And it's not easy. Like, it means that you have to do things that are uncomfortable. Because, you know, when we go through our comfort zone, that's everything that we already have in our consciousness, that we already know is safe. We've already been there, experienced it. It's in there. But to add more things in, we sort of have to step out of our comfort zone and do things that are uncomfortable. And, you know, one of the best things you can do is traveling. Traveling opens your mind to new ways of looking at the world, new cultures, new people. So boom, just shove that in your consciousness. Now you have more consciousness to pull from that you can bring into your conscious. Doing things that you're afraid of, you know, fears. Those are big blockages. Whenever I have a fear, as hard as it is, I know I just have to do it. Whatever I'm afraid of, when it comes to my attention, if I'm afraid of something or I don't want to deal with something, that is a little bell ringing telling me I have to do that thing. And I do it. And I swallow it up and I'm like, okay, this is what I have to do because I want to expand my evolution. I want to put more things in my consciousness. I don't want to have any blockages. Another thing you can do is just being really open when you meet people to what they have to say and listen to their perspectives and views of the world so that you can see things the way that they see them. Instead of listening to them and then blocking what they're saying and then keeping your own perspective, open your mind, open your perspective to other ways of looking at the world. That's why I love traveling. That's why I love meeting people. That's why I love having conversations, because I listen to people. I'm like, wow, that's how they see it. That's how they see the world. That's what they went through. And all that stuff just goes into my consciousness and just gives me a more pull to pull from when I want to create things and bring it into my conscious. So, you know, we have the subconscious and then we have the conscious. And those two things need to be working together. They need to have a connection, a cord. You need to be aware of it. You need to put your attention on that. And, you know, other things that you can do to evolve your consciousness is always putting yourself on a really high vibration. This is like my daily obsession. And I think that whenever I've been stuck in life, or, you know, if you're going through anything, if I have a problem, for example, the first thing I'm going to do to deal with that problem is get myself to a high vibration. How do I do that? Doing things that I love to do. Eating high vibrational foods, eating herbs, taking natural herbs that are going to lift your vibration, that are going to lift your mood, like ashwagandha, astragalus, holy basil, these things that are going to take away your cortisol, the stress hormone. We want to get the stress down and we want to get the vibration up. And that helps you with your evolution, because now you're operating on this high vibration and you can align with other things in the universe that are on that high vibration. So we can only attract and align with the frequency that we're on. So if we're in stress and we're on a low, dense stress frequency, we're going to vibe and match up with other people and other experiences, most importantly, that are on a low dense frequency vibration. So if you ever notice, if you're in a shitty mood and you go out in the day and then boom, you stub your toe and you lose your keys and you're late for your appointment, that's because of your shitty mood. But if you wake up and put yourself in a good mood, consciously using your consciousness, you're going to create good experiences because now you're on a higher vibration and you're going to attract experiences that are more positive and more uplifting and more high. So that's really important too. That the thing is, like, we can expand as much as we want. Like, it's just totally up to us. We can just keep going and going and going. And how do we do that is we have as many experiences as we can, and we face as many of our fears as we can, and we open our mind as much as we can. And it's so incredibly amazing because when we do that, our consciousness opens up, our subconscious, not consciousness, our subconscious opens up, and we get all this new information in there to be able to pull from, because we're creators. Like this 3D, whatever reality that we're living in, this dimension, is not real. It's, sort of like a hologram of just displaying images of what's going on in our head and our mind, and we're just sort of like creating like a mere hologram. I don't know if that makes sense or if you guys understand that, but that's kind of how I see the world, and that's kind of what we're all collectively starting to understand. And so the thing is that if we're creating, mirror reflecting what's going on inside of us, then it's really cool. We just put more things into our subconscious to create from. So open your mind and allow more things to go into your subconscious, and you're going to be able to play with the creation of life and your dreams, and it's going to be really, really fun. So let me know what you guys think about this video, what you think about this topic, if there's anything we can talk about.